No, I don't think in any way I'm a prophet. I shouldn't have said that, and I wrote you a note saying that it was out of line. And as far as that goes,
I didn't read that.
I can do without music. I could be in prison right now and not have music, not have books. I could be dead, and it's all right. You know, it just, I happen to like it, but I can do without it. And I can go to just as well be in prison and...
Well, nobody...
Huh? I don't have a tape recorder. I was using one. It got turned in. There's no tape recorder.
Well, there's shit going around, better clear you, because you're in an important coordinating role that you take people's clothes. Are you doing that?
No. I'm wearing Daisy's dress, but she let me borrow it.
Okay, that's all right. I believe in clearing that. That wasn't to hurt you. That was to help you. The other was for me. I like to get shit off. I don't like the shit that you guys do to me, backbiting me and saying, well, you haven't had this, you haven't had this. You don't know how much I haven't had. Right. And I was young like you one day. And it's a long, long life. A long goddamn life since I was 17 and felt constrained to have to be a communist. I didn't always want to do what I had to do, but I felt that was my moral obligation. And I know that you have resentments. A lot of young people go through. You've grown up in the church. You got these goddamn resentments. But you got to look at it too. There's love out there. There's sexual companionship. If people feel that illusion, it's in this movement. You know, it can be had. You've been more disciplined than most in that area. You sure have not been run around by your ass. But whatever you feel you're missing, I don't know what you think you miss. I've heard that comment.
I have not said that in quite a while.
Good. Okay. Well, we won't review cold shit. Nobody has anything to say about any clothing been taken by this woman. I want shit laid to rest on that stuff. Because we come down heavy on these. If somebody borrows clothes, that's the business of people. And as long as you take care of each other's, that's your own mutual consent. But we should not, and well, it should not. Hell, we coming down heavy on it. Don't do no stealing. Don't do no stealing. We had a lot of it going on here, and little things, little shit, because it's just been conditioned to do it. But we cannot have it. We've got to all share and share alike. We're going through what Cuba called the austerity stage. And you can develop a war psychosis, as Fidel said, and they lost nearly 40% of their productive capacity because they were so busy defending themselves. And we will have to defend ourselves. Another thing was that I heard from you, Jerry Parks, that you didn't like food. They had to get special food for you. And I don't get this shit out of the way because we're not running a delicatessen.
Come on up, buddy. Come on up.
I didn't tell anyone that I didn't like it. It was...
Well, I heard, and I was getting your child and getting a handicapped young man with no income at all because you people had interest in him. I don't know him from jack shit. And I heard that you said you were going to have to come out here and try to test this place out for your child coming there already on the way. Did you make that comment?
No, I didn't say I was going to test it. I said I would rather they would wait until we come on because I didn't know whether he would be able to take
He'd be able to what?
But
that's not the way I heard it. I want to get this goddamn stuff straight. That's not the way I heard it. I'm finished with you. That clears it. You haven't taken up. Nobody stood up to say it.
The thing is, Jerry, the impression given was that you were going to check this place out, test it, check it out, whatever. You were going to see how it was before you...
That's what come across the radio to me, and that pissed me off. Here, I'm taking an epileptic young man out of you for your daughter's sake, and if you've got a chance of your child growing up in the States, sure as hell they'll become a drug addict, white or black. We hear these people all night. I'm on the radio building friends trying to get money because a goddamn conspiracy has cut off Social Security, cut off our mail, blocked our goddamn mail, drag out. You got to make Sean, don't forget, you got to see about that phone patch you got to make. People don't get their goddamn mail. And they intercept the mail. We've got the stamp. They wouldn't let any mail get into Guyana. They don't let our mail get out. To try to cause disruption between people and their relatives or their businesses. And some fool told them where we're all at. Always tell them where we're all at so I get all your bills. have to fight with your goddamn bills. It's not right. You should have left your bills behind and never had to, I should never had to struggle with worrying about paying people's bills over here. I'll be goddamn, people don't give their forwarding address. And part of it was the mistake on secretarial instruction. They made a fuck-ass stupid mistake. Nobody should have ever told anybody where the hell you're going. We'd had a lot less trouble.
Right.
Particularly, you didn't need to tell no goddamn businesses, so we get piles of bills every month.
Right.
But now somebody said that. Now you know, and by the way, we have one firm law that whether they got to know anything about it, the relative stands with their relatives, and we do that to break up the cover-ass syndrome, the cover-ass syndrome that goes on with families. And there's a cover-ass syndrome that goes on with families. That's the only thing I don't like about it. That's why I think Lennon had a point when he said have arrangements to fuck and don't get in sick alliances, because the only alliance you should have is to the revolution. And we are not doing that. We won't break up your family structure. We don't make nobody share their nookie with anybody. You can have your nookie till you want to, die with it. I don't give a goddamn. If you're new and now you two are married, you don't dare fool nobody else. You don't get no divorce unless it's approved by town farm.
Yes, Dad.
You can fuck each other upside down through your eyeballs. I don't give a shit. But you don't break ranks and break the union up, because it causes too much fucking confusion. Maybe one day there'll be some other methodology. Maybe it'll be everybody free love. I don't know. But I'm afraid it wouldn't be very free, because there'd always be somebody left out. Because people don't look at soul, or they don't look at character. They're always looking at body.
Right.
And so somebody'd be left out sure as hell. Yeah, you may explain your position. I'd like very much for you to explain your position, because it pissed the hell out of me.
Ask no one for no special food, but the food that they had prepared was so highly seasoned, so hot, and I cannot, no way can I eat that kind of food. I did not ask for anything different. I just said that I
Well,
couldn't
we have
eat it.
diets without seasoning, but you didn't ask. Then you didn't ask for special foods. We were told over the radio that they had to go get you special foods. Everything's made a report. They don't make it to hurt nobody. They make reports every day. Just make the reports of what goes on. You have to have that, because we are under, as I said, a state of emergency. We are under a state of emergency. So this place is tightened up. It was nice. You could flow in here and walk around, stroll around. No, we didn't used to have these problems. We didn't have to go through people's things and go through body searches. It's the first fucking week we ever went through body searches in our life. But now, I mean, since, the temple, we did it, but now it's getting close. You got somebody out there wants to play a little mischief, so we want to be sure that nobody in here with a little microphone. And if that fucker shows up again and wants to get a shootout, and he'll go down, because the last one we carried him out, and delivered him to Reb Edwards, and he took care of him.
That's right. That's right.
He and Dr. Shack, they make a hell of a scalpel.
Right.
And a remarkable beef stew.
That's right.
And your stomach trouble will get cured after you're in a war, or after a while. A little CIA shit here, a little CIA shit there. No, I don't mind if you got a highly seasoned reactions, and probably all medicines, all sicknesses are hypochondria. We're finding that most of the things we've cured up over here, if you give us some time with it. All stress, cancer even, begins in mind. But we have diet areas that where a person doesn't have seasoning and special diets. That's a different thing. I know you had some abdominal distress and surgery potential, but what bothered me more than that was that it was definitely stated that you said that you were going to come and check the place out in so many words before your daughter was coming, and here I've got them already on the goddamn way. Plus a man that I don't know, and I got to pay all that Dilantin, and that's a hell of a bill, because Dilantin has to be transported from the Soviet Union.
We have already bought his year's supply.
Well, that's good.
Tegretol.
That's thoughtful. That's thoughtful. I appreciate that. But still, he is a sick man without income. I don't know him, and I did that out of concern for you and your daughter.
Is why we made that statement.